All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Happy Friday. Okay, coming to the end of the week and beginning of the weekend, however you want to look at it. Hope you're doing well. DeanBodi.com is the website. We have the links on there. One will get you to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The other link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show. YouTube channel. So, who's the good girl? Good girl, Bodie. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. Bodie Hotline. Bodie Fun Line. Call the Bodie line. She's waiting for you so we can make it a feature on the show. Your name, where you're from. We'll give you a shout out. We'll make it a feature on the show. Say a name, a riddle, a little joke, a little pun. Do something fun. Do your little sing-along. Do your little zippity-doo-dah. We'll sing the zippity-doo-dah with you. That's how we do it here, DeanBodi. We love the rough edges over here. We keep it real. No editing on this show. We go A to Z. We flip the mic on and we put it in the can. Done. Hey, if some mistakes are happening, a little this, a little that, that's because it's real. We don't have to powder puff anything. We don't have to wipe clean all of our emails like Hillary Clinton and make believe it never happened. We keep it real here, DeanBodi Show. Oh, yeah. So listen, man. I'm hanging out on the balcony today with Bodie, as we do from time to time. The weather over here in Dallas is still on point. Looks like we got a whole nice weekend ahead of us. Hope your weather's out there well. Prayers going out to the Louisiana. Oh, man. The Delta, the disaster, right up the Hurricane Alley. Feeling for you. Hopefully you come out of this okay. I'm sure that you will. Man, they're tougher than nails out there in that part of the world. So along with the pandemic, you don't need to definitely stack things on, but Mother Nature is going to keep going. And somehow we're going to have to keep moving forward and keep fighting through this, right? So listen, that being said, this guy sets up this little baseball thing in the back over here. I got kind of a field behind me. I'm in the back building. And from time to time, he goes out there and he practices. Usually he has his girlfriend lob little pitches to him and he swings. It's almost like he's training for semi-pro or he's trying to get down the road there. Otherwise, why would you want to set up like that? I can only imagine young athletes with the aspiring dreams to become professional with this Covid Shmoved pandemic schmandemic right in their face, trying to push forward with a career like that has got to be really difficult. So, man, hope we clean this up sooner than later. Hey, if you missed it, Tom Brady with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, me being a Dolphin fan since birth, hey, sorry, Tom. I know you're with the Florida team now, but nobody dislikes the New England Patriots more than I do because they're in our same division. What can I tell you? Yes, respect, they're a great team. Every team in Boston is good at what they do. But it's one of those rivalry things, right? And we hang on to our 1972 undefeated season like the death grip. So every time teams get like 4-0, and as there's half a dozen teams still undefeated, everybody from the old Dolphins are quivering in their boots because we're the only ones that ever have a season like that. So when somebody finally loses the undefeated season and gets a loss, it's like this. You can feel the entire Dolphin fan club take a deep inhale and exhale like, okay, we made it through another season. So that being said, man, it's all good. It's just nice to see some football on TV. But Tom Brady, if you watch the game on Thursday night, the play, it was coming down to the fourth quarter, maybe like a minute left. Tom gets the ball back. And like when you have like a minute, 10 seconds and Tom Brady's got the ball, it's like an eternity because usually he scores. This time, he forgot what down it was. It was third down and went into fourth down, and he threw the ball. It was an incomplete pass. Then he holds four fingers up to the ref like, what do you mean? It's fourth down. The ref goes, no. It's not going into fourth down. That was fourth down. You're done. Oh, Chicago takes over, game over with like 20 seconds left. And listen, even a professional at that level with the discombobulated brain going on with the COVID Shmoved pandemic schmandemic can make mistakes. So, hey, he's still in first place anyway, but he's got to be kicking himself big time. What are you going to do? Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what you're going to do, but since you've been gone, Since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Da-da-da-da, ought to be wrong, but since you've been gone, you got the spell, so break it. Ba-da-da-da, oh, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, since you've been gone. Oh, man, the song by Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone. Check that out, greatest hits. Wow, what a great tune. And I'm just tapping into some of these oldies but goodies, man. But that song is wild. And, let me tell you, we're going through all of this crazy stuff with this whole pandemic, schmandemic, COVID, Shmoved. And listen, the other side, we'll just call them the crazy left, wants everybody to be terrified. And they have this kind of like death ticker going on and this narrative on a daily basis. Imagine if we had this death ticker with everything else on the planet, like the flu, on a daily death ticker. This is how many deaths we have today. This is how many that we lost. This is how many people got tested positive. What about all the people that did not get tested positive? What about all the people that don't have it? What about all the people who have strong immune systems and don't have a problem? Why don't you hear about that? So stop with the death ticker. Stop flashing that scary thing on TV with the red tentacles to show us what the virus looks like under 1,000 power. Any virus underneath 1,000 power looks like some kind of crazy alien from another planet, and shut it down. Maybe you need to have a consultation with Elon Musk and get in a rocket ship, go to Mars. They don't even have scary creatures looking like that probably at that planet, and just cut it out. Because this fear, this daily fear, when things start to try to reopen up and people trying to get back to normal and all this stuff, and you keep with the daily death ticker, 2 more people got tested positive with the infection. Everybody's infected and positive and all of this death. Enough. So I'm not buying into it. Yes, it's real. We recognize it and all that. Okay, do the responsible thing. Now we got those big gator masks, the one that they poo-pooed a little while ago with the neck covering and the whole gator, that it actually was worse because it trapped more droplets. Now we have a study done where it's actually reversing what we thought. So the gator thing now with the one layer helps like 30% more. Better. The one with 2 layers helps 50% more. And the 3-layer one helps, over 70% better. We don't know what we're talking about. Of course it's going to prevent something, but you can't always look at preventing or hiding from things and covering up as something good. Your body needs germs to practice on. Like George Carlin said back in the day, when he was a young boy, they swam in the Hudson River because it was covered in raw sewage. They were tempering their immune system with the germs. Your body needs germs to practice on. So when you get some super virus that comes around, it's ready, and your organs don't turn into liquid, you know what. Okay? So look, DeanBodi's just trying to help out over here, do the responsible thing, but don't buy into this death ticker. If we had a death ticker with the flu, we would be miserable. If we had a death ticker with car accidents, and every time deaths in a car accident would happen, and you heard about it every other hour, you probably wouldn't get in the car and drive. Put it into perspective. Take care of your immune system so you can take care of somebody else and be tempered. Okay? And get ready for that kind of thing. Do the basic stuff. Come on, man. Hey. Oompa, loompa, doopa-dee-doo. I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa, loompa, doopa-dee-dee. If you're wise, you listen to me. DeanBodi Show is the one that's the best. We're coming at you daily, the rest. Stick with us and we will help you get through. Oompa, loompa, doompa, doopa-dee-doo. Hey, let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi Show. We don't want to shortchange anybody, DeanBodi. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a glorious day. There's plenty of sunshine, it's coming our way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. Da-da-dee-ba-da. Zippity-da-da-da-da-da-da-ba-da-boo-ba, zee-da-da-doo. Yabba-da-beep-ba, doo-doo-doo-doo. I have to talk about something and give a shout out to an old friend, an old acquaintance friend from back in the day of Studebakers, of Joe Callazo is the name. And he was found in a hotel room and he didn't wake up. And, I have a feeling, I know he was struggling with some addiction and things, as I do. Hey, I'm lucky to be here on the planet. This could very easily be me. And, so I'm thankful for being 4 years clean and sober now. But man, with the world the way it is now, and you go into that dark place, sometimes the world gets a little heavy. And you do things where your body shuts down. When you're getting older, it can't handle what it used to handle, even when it comes to drinking, or you are doing substances on top of the alcohol, and your body says, I'm going to sleep, but we're not waking up today. My heart goes out to the Callazo family. Prayers going out from DeanBodi. A lot of memories from happy hour and watching you come in there. And your wife, Wendy, used to work there. And a lot of warm fuzzies there. So may you rest in peace, okay, along with Eddie Van Halen. And hopefully he's up there playing the guitar for you. And as I know you love this music as well. And I just, I feel very sad when it comes to, number one, Eddie Van Halen with the pain and the cancer, what he must have been going through at the home stretch. And Joe with the pain between the ears that I struggle with on a constant basis. I feel for him and his family, and I just want to send out prayers, and I hope there comes a healing thing with that, and maybe in some weird way, sometimes you're in a better place and you can finally have some peace. So, that being said, before I get too choked up, that's what's going on over here on this side of the fence. And what else is going on? I'm telling you, we're dealing with some things over here, and having a pretty decent day today, and DeanBodi's doing our thing, and we're doing our rock and roll, and we're cruising. And I tell you what, I don't even know what's coming up here. Let me turn the volume up just a tad on ALEXA, because I'm going to ask her, and let's get the sidekick going. It's been a few days or whatever. So Alexa, what's the joke of the day?
Today I have a sports joke. Why don't squash balls drink coffee? Because they're already bouncing off the walls.
Whoa! Why don't squash balls drink coffee? Because they're already bouncing off the walls. All right, ALEXA. Speaking of coffee, stick with the light roast because it's highest in polyphenols. And I got to tell you, it's a much better thing. I drink coffee on occasion, and I like to drink it black. Once in a while, I'll put a sugar in there, but no dairy. But usually it's just black, all natural. And most of the time, I can't even get through the whole cup. I'll go through a few good gulps, and I'll get a little bit of a buzz from it, and that alertness goes up that you're trying to get. And you do feel it, or I do anyway. And sometimes it's hours of mental clarity. I got to tell you. But, drinking a pot a day, too many cups throughout the day, all of these crazy double calf, half calf, triple calves from Starbucks with the cream and the whipped cream and all the stuff all over it. Come on, you can't drink all these things all day long, or some of this stuff. It's just not healthy. But a little bit of this, a little bit of that in moderation is the way to do it. So you got to have a balance. Remember the 90-10 rule. 90% do the right thing, 10% treat, not the other way around. This way, when you have a treat, you're kind of looking forward to it. It's more like, wow, this is kind of a treat meal day, and you get to kind of indulge. It balances yourself out. Once in a while, I'll take one of those big Voss water things. I like the large one because it's made out of glass, number one. And, oh, by the way, they're having some problems with the bottled water with some toxins or something that they're going through. Be careful with that. I got the pure filter, the countertop one, and I fill my own bottles up with that. Every 2 months, you change the filter. It's gold. I highly recommend it. I've been doing it for years. Bodie gets fresh filtered water every single morning. Come on, man. That bottled stuff, who knows what's going on with that, with everything in between. So be careful with that. But sometimes I'll take the Voss glass one just so you have a little bit of a treat thing and you can shut down some cravings. I'll take a little Crystal Light, even though the artificial sweeteners is not the healthiest thing. But I'll take one of these packs of powder, the individual packs, like the lemonade or the cherry fruit punch one, pour it in the large Voss glass bottle, and you're diluting it even more. Even with the coffee with the light roast. I have a big coffee cup, and I'll fill it, and it kind of dilutes it with the more water, and you still get the benefit. So that dilution, so you don't get too much, and I'll take a couple gulps of that lemonade taste, and you're not getting any sugar, but it shuts down the cravings, and it works. It works. You'd be amazed on what it does. It's almost like putting a piece of fruit in your mouth, and you're like, oh, well, why don't you just eat the fruit? Like, I don't always have fruit around. But it's also like the lemonade taste and the fruit punchy taste. It's a little something to keep you from going off the rails. I'm not perfect. I don't know who is, but since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Da-na-na-na. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you got the spell, so break it. Ba-na-na-na. Oh, 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 da-da-da-da. Since you've been gone, get that rainbow song. Since you've been gone, you will not be disappointed. Unbelievable. And maybe sing the Oompa Loompa song. So listen, we're having a great time over here. If you like what's going on over here, hey, consider subscribing. Click the like and ring that bell, that notification bell, so you don't miss any of these shows, because these are real shows. DeanBodi Show, bringing the joy vitamin, coming at you daily, because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. Do a nice 5-star rating and review on the podcast if you would. The numbers are going up every day. Just thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, DeanBodi. And that, listen, hey, because she's the good girl. She's good girl Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Yeah, the good girl Bodie. Yeah, the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. Bodie Hotline Fun Line. Call the Bodie line. Hey, sing your little song. We'll sing it with you. Sing it in your voice. I'm sure your voice is way better than mine. And listen, I'm not trying to audition for The Masked Singer or one of those other singing shows. We're just doing DeanBodi Show. All right? So, have an awesome day. We're going to be coming at you tomorrow. Let's make this the weekend the best weekend ever. Don't bathe in the Covid Shmoved pandemic schmandemic. Take care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.